Good evening everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I come with you with a little bit of a exercise of sorts in writing. So when I first started writing, one of the things that I find really helped me creating characters was to do these exercises that I basically made up myself. What I would do is I would go to a public area and sit on a terrace or something at a cafe, and I would find somebody who looks interesting. And I would write down every single detail that I would find about them. So I would, if they were close enough, I would write down the details. This is hair color, eye color, skin color, the lip color, because lips can in fact have different colors. I would write down the length of the hair, the texture, whether or not it was curly or straight or wavy, things like that. I would write down the length of the eyelashes. I would write down if they had freckles, if they had a lot of freckles or just a few, if they were barely visible or very visible. And all of those details I would just write down. And eventually I came up with my own questions for what I want with my character, right? Just writing down all of these details from so many different people over the course of a couple of weeks to months. I'm not 100% sure how long it was. It's been quite a while. I would have all of these details, all of these informations, all of these things that would later on really help me. Not only because I was now able to describe my own characters in much more detail, but also because I could look through them and I could pick and mix the details that I had gathered from other people, mix them into my own characters or add them to my characters if I had already made a character and I was like, oh, but that could be really cute or really cool or things like that, and you want to go for the finest details, the literal finest details. Even if they have a scar, a tiny scar above the eyebrow, like really tiny, just right here, or like this. I have, which side is it? I don't even know anymore, it's been so long. I have a scar somewhere on my face. Can't even see it anymore. It's right here. I can feel it, but I cannot see it. But it's things like that, just tiniest details that really define your character. Now, once I had those written down of that person that was sitting either close to me or whatever, I would go into what I noticed. Is this person annoyed? Is this person happy? Is this person sad? Is this person curious? Is this person mysterious? Is this person somebody I would want to know? Is this somebody whom I find attractive? Is this somebody I find interesting? Is this somebody I would find rude or threatening or, things like that? Just write it down. Then once you've done that, you start describing the clothes, right? Describe their clothes or somebody else's clothes. I mean, why not? You can describe anybody's clothes. Just describe what you see from someone. Put that all onto paper, and eventually you'll see you have a full character, unnamed. I mean, you don't know this person. Hope, or maybe you do. You never know. I mean, could be your mother, for all I know. But doing it with a random person, I feel, makes it feel more mysterious to me and makes it a little bit more fun. So you can kind of guess the characteristics of somebody just by looking at them, just trying to figure it out. And again, this will really make and help build the characters once you start writing yourself. But you see a lot of things. And once you've done this, you're gonna put those things, you're gonna make your own questionnaire. Let's call it that. Your own list of questions. What is this person wearing? Is he wearing a scarf? Is he wearing makeup? Is she wearing makeup? Is their hair tied up? Is their hair loose? Is their hair long or wavy? All of those questions, all of the things that you just see, you're gonna make questions out of them. And once you've done that, now you are gonna make that questionnaire, or make a copy of it, because you don't want to use it all at once. Like, keep one to reuse, if you know what I mean, to hold as a backup or as a look at. And then every time you make a character, you just write those questions over, so you don't have to, you know, restart or whatever. It's just what I do. You don't have to do that. But now you're gonna fill in all of those questions, but this time you're not gonna look at anybody. You're gonna choose what this person is gonna look like. You're gonna choose all of the details yourself. And because you've seen so many details in the people that you've been describing, you now have a bit of an idea of what's out there and what kind of details you can put into your characters yourself. You can make up details, you can why not make up tattoos, find something. Like, even if you find somebody outside and you've done all of your stuff and you're done, if they have a really cool tattoo, I still like to completely describe it. Not because it's something that I want to put on a character myself, or maybe I do, you never know, but because it's something that is really, really interesting, but also helps you learn more. Sorry, I just went into the shower, my ear's itching like crazy, but there's probably water in it. But yeah, so details. Once you've learned all of those details, you can really feel either inspired at that point, or you just start and it will come to you a lot easier than if you just start over. If you haven't done this exercise at all, to me, and I'm not gonna pretend like this would be hard for anybody else, this is a personal thing for me. It was really difficult for me, especially in the beginning when I had no writing experience, to describe somebody, because it would be really flat. They had brown hair, blue eyes, they were quite small, and they were wearing a shirt with pants, and yeah, there were no details. There were absolutely no details, because I just didn't know how to describe them. I didn't know how to put that onto paper, or I didn't realize even that some of those details really mattered. Last week, I was at a place with my social worker. She came by later in the week, after I already, we were supposed to have an appointment on Wednesday, but she couldn't, and I thought she was going to be there for the week, but she came by Friday evening, so for like 20 minutes, but it's not important. We went to a cafe to catch up around the corner, and there was this guy sitting with leather pants. They were definitely motorcycle pants. They had these details on the side, not letters, but like some kind of insignia or something. I'm not sure what it was, but it was really interesting. And he had these patches sort of on the knees, you know, like most motorcycle pants do. It was made of leather. It was, I don't know, was a pretty big guy, I would say. It's, yeah, but it was like a dark blue leather, not black, but dark bluish. And you see, that's already quite the description, right? And you see, that already makes up quite something. But if you put it all in a whole, in a person completely describing them with all of those details, you can really feel the character and set them apart from other characters, which is really important because, you know, if you look at your mom and if you look at your dad or your moms and your dads, or, you know, I don't even know, but if you look at them, you'll see there's quite a few differences in styles and personalities and all of those things. But you need to be able to translate that to a book as well, because if you don't, all of the people will just feel the same. And even if you don't put all of the details in your book or on your work, it will still feel flat. It feels generic. It feels the same. It feels not special, in my opinion. And it's when I started with those exercises I really felt myself like move forward. So I'm really hoping that this is something that will really help you in your journey. I am gonna go ahead and try to share a few of my exercises in the upcoming weeks. I think I will upload an exercise every 2 to 3 days ish. I'm not gonna make it a solid habit, because it is something I really need to think out to make it the best it can be for you. Because I tend to be chaotic with my videos, very chaotic, and I'm trying not to do that. So yeah, I need a little bit of time to work it out and to put things on paper. Those of you who have subscribed to me in the past few days just by that one video alone, thank you so much. I tend to get a subscriber like every couple of days or maybe in a few weeks, but I have like 6 new subscribers in one video. That was kind of, I know this is a little ridiculous to some, but it's mind-blowing to me because it doesn't really happen to me. So thank you so much, and for now I'm gonna wish you a very good night, a very good morning, a very good day, and a very good evening, and hopefully you'll be back tomorrow. If not, I'm sorry. Hopefully I didn't disappoint, but yeah. So thank you for being here, thank you for supporting me, and yeah, good luck on your writing journey if you're not coming back. If you are coming back, I will see you next time. Have a good night.